everyone, and welcome to yet another exciting Festivelle Boss Lady Live with me, Shruti. We're going to be live for the next 10 minutes, so please remember to like, share and comment in the video. Now, to talk about our guest today, if you are someone who enjoys the movies, then you are absolutely going to love her and hang on to every word that she says, because she's the force behind one of the biggest film events that happen around the city, the Mumbai Film Festival. Please join me in welcoming the festival creative director, Smriti Kiran. Hello, Smriti.
Hi, Shruti. Thank you for having me.
Let us please thank you, because we know that you have a very big festival looming over your head and you've taken time out for us. So thank you very much from all of us at Festivelle.
Thank you.
So I'm going to jump in straight since we have very limited time. And you're going to have to use your pressy skills, because I think one of the main things that every person out there who's ever come for the Mumbai Film Festival is always in awe of how this grand event is put together. So please tell us, how do you go about it?
So, do you have 3 days?
No.
I'm just kidding.
Do you have 3 days?
No. Listen, lots of hard work, lots of, but I think what I have to say is that I think the way to grow any festival or do anything with an event of this scale is that you have to be patient. Yes. And you have to understand a very basic thing, that if you can somehow get the stability of 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, where you know that this is going to happen, everything that you do is incremental. So with a festival of this magnitude, you need to understand that every ambition that you set for yourself, it's not going to be achieved in the first year. Wow. You have to work really hard, and then year 3 is when you will see the first ray of, sort of the needle moving towards where you want it to go. Wow. So gestation period is huge. Patience levels, it's also character building. Because you're dealing with amazing people, but you also get to deal with very difficult people. Wow. And that's okay, because I think the payback is just superb. So there's no complaints.
So what is, firstly, I want to also point out the thing that yours is essentially a female-driven team.
Yes.
So there's a huge amount of women behind the scenes of the film festival.
Yeah, I would say 90%.
Wow. And of course, you, Kiran Rao, and Anupama Chopra, the holy triumvirate, so to speak. What is it like working with a largely female workforce?
I think one of the things that women bring to the table is that they are great multitaskers.
Yes, that we are.
I think there's a lot of empathy in work environments where they work. It's also riddled with sometimes the right kind of anxiety. Because you're not taking anything for granted. And I also feel that being a woman, and not to, sort of get into that zone of being victims or anything of that sort, but at the workplace, you have to anyways work harder to kind of, just break through a lot of the things that you face on a daily basis. And therefore, if women are working together, one of the pluses is that you are going to sort of be detail-oriented in the most anal way. Wow. Which always helps. You know, there's no downside to it.
Okay, so, well, those of you who've just come in, I'm talking to the Mumbai Festival creative director, Smriti Kiran. We're going to be chatting for another 5-7 minutes. So remember to like, share and comment. Now, talking about the workplace. This particular chat is happening at such a crucial time in history, because as everyone out there knows, the Me Too movement has finally made it to India. It's a long time coming. Should have been here a long time ago.
Oh my God.
But it's here. And going by what is happening and what you just said, that women in any case have to work twice as hard. Mami has taken some pretty strong stands this festival itself. Where do you think it's going to go from here, Smriti? And what are you guys, as being such a big instrumental part of the film industry, looking at doing from your ship?
The thing is, Shruti, that there's no clarity right now. I think there's a lot of jubilation that at least this has begun. Yeah. So everyone's very happy. There are tough decisions that people have had to take. We've had to take really tough decisions. But I have a feeling that the decisions are only going to get tougher. These might have, not to belittle the pain and hurt it might have caused to people who were collateral damage, as far as that is concerned. But I have a feeling that these might have been the easier decisions that we've taken, because if this movement, and I hope that it does escalate, if this movement escalates and if you keep on digging deeper, things are going to come out that we'll all be very uncomfortable with.
Yes.
And therefore, but just because it's uncomfortable doesn't mean that it's not necessary. And frankly speaking, some of the accounts that have come out are just horrific, and I'm sure that there are more horrifying tales out there. The festival is 10 days later. I know there are many things happening. I know people have been inconvenienced. We are feeling the inconvenience of it. But I think the movement itself is something which is greater than anything that is going on.
Yes.
And I think it has resonance across the board.
Absolutely.
In the film industry, of course, in the creative world, art world, everything. Of course, it's very, like, you know people and they're famous people. But sexual predators and people who harass other people are there everywhere.
Yeah, it's a universal truth, unfortunately.
I hope it percolates across the board, that it really actually gives courage to a lot of people to come forward and say that, this is what happened to me. And now police complaints need to be filed.
Yeah, I think
people need to get involved.
Legal implications need to start happening.
Absolutely, because the thing is that till that happens, everybody is going to go into hiding and wait for everything to calm down, so that they can, sort of get on with their lives. Because this has just
been an inconvenience for the men.
Yeah,
unfortunately.
that oh my God, बहुत हो गया. Like I've heard ये कुछ ज़्यादा हो रहा है. I was like, what does that mean?
भाई ज़्यादा हम लोगों के लिए हो गया था, इसलिए me too हो रहा है.
I was like, what do you mean by ज़्यादा हो रहा है? Like, so. And I think this is going to make everyone wake up. At least it's going to put some, like, naming and shaming without legal action, at least put some fear into people before they start to do this. Yeah. And I have a feeling like 6 months, 7 months, a year into this, if people keep on thinking about this, you will come up with, sort of methods and systems where everybody kind of doesn't get, sort of punished in the process of doing something.
There needs to be some due diligence as well, but that will come in once the anger settles. Right now, I think it's just a purge, and it's a long time coming.
I also feel that it's a women's movement, so we are thinking of due diligence. Nobody thought about due diligence when we were getting rammed left, right, and center. But having said that, I mean, let that humanity be in this process, because the lack of that has really harmed us.
Yes. So, those of you who've just come in, I'm chatting with the Mumbai Festival Creative Director, Smriti Kiran. Please remember to like, share and comment below the video. Now that we've discussed something that's sort of been weighing on all our souls a lot, and at the same time has lifted a huge burden off our chest also,
I agree.
I think it would be right for us to get a quick glimpse into this lovely boss lady here. So I'm going to ask you some quick rapid fire questions.
Of course, I don't know these questions from beforehand, so this is really a rapid fire.
You don't have to say such things because you're incriminating yourself and you're making us seem like
I'm just kidding. No.
We have not presented these questions to her. These are all from the top of her head right now. So now, here goes. And first answer that comes to your mind. Okay? What's your favorite genre of films?
I would say drama.
Okay. What's your most memorable movie experience?
Okay. Now I
sense some shame.
So, I think when we used to get our pocket money was the day that we would be really excited. Me and my brother have been movie watching partners for a very, very long time. And I remember we had pocket money that day. Parents were out of town.
Name of the film?
Bol Radha Bol. Oh my God.
By the way, aside, I loved it. I watched it many times. Okay, what's your favorite film festival around the world?
I would have to say that's TIFF. Toronto International Film Festival.
Okay. An inspiration that never fails you?
My dad.
All right. If a movie was made on your life, because it's in writing.
Of course.
Who would you pick to play Smriti Kiran?
Wow. Can we move on to the next one?
You have to give me an answer.
Oops. Who would I pick to play me? Priyanka Chopra.
Interesting. What's your favorite place on earth?
Home.
Oh, so sweet. What is the one thing that annoys you the most?
I think bad work ethic.
Okay. The one thing on your bucket list that you've already checked off.
It would have to be, I know it's very morbid, but I really wanted to go to Auschwitz.
Oh.
And I checked that off my bucket list.
Wow, that is pretty morbid, but
Yes.
more power to you. What is the one thing on your bucket list that you'd like to check off?
Machu Picchu.
Oh, okay. What's your all-time favorite film dialogue?
Okay, I don't remember this really correctly, but it said in Gangs of Wasseypur, Tigmanshu says, "Tumse nahi ho payega," which hit all the right, you know.
Okay, your favorite, black and white or colored?
Colored.
Okay, you're a full, very good.
Color.
When was the first time that you knew you were in love with cinema?
I think when my parents took me to watch Sound of Music,
Oh, how
that's it. I was enchanted.
3 things that you can't live without.
Parents, nieces, and
The movies.
And the movies. I was, yeah, the movies.
Sorry, I planted that one.
Yeah, so you have to say that.
3 things that you'd like to live without.
Extra weight. I think 3 things I would like to live without would be, prejudice, and I think dishonesty and extra weight.
Okay, all right. What's been your biggest learning as a female in the film industry?
I think my biggest learning as a female in the industry is that you're vulnerable at all times. So
Not
you
anymore.
Yeah, not anymore. But
Hopefully not anymore.
Hopefully not anymore. And baby steps. I'm not someone who's very quick to celebrate.
Yeah.
But I think that you have to watch your back at all times.
Okay. 3 guests that you'd like to have at your dinner party. They could be alive or dead, but I hope they're alive. Don't call me to this dinner party. I'm not coming and hanging out with dead bodies.
3 people at my dinner party would be, I'm just thinking, God, it's not even.
You want God at your dinner party?
No, I haven't thought about this. I think I have the people that I want at my dinner party.
Say 3 names quickly. Any 3 names. It doesn't have to be a known person or whatever. Any 3 people.
I think Ava DuVernay, somebody I really admire, Cameron Bailey, and who is the 3rd person?
You'd have to be at your own dinner parties. You can take your.
Should we think about a dead person? I'll be there. I'm the 3rd person. Great.
Okay. If you had to switch to another profession, what would you most likely become?
I think, I've always had this in my head, never done it also because of the fact that maybe creature comforts have taken over my natural instincts, but I think a social worker.
Okay.
I think that's always been one motif in my head.
All right. One everyday pleasure that you can't live without.
I have this amazing cup of tea at 5 every evening. It has sugar and it's that milky truckwala chai that wakes me up, and I can't live without that.
Okay. A creative person that you look up to most.
The creative person I look up to most would be, I would have to say, I admire a lot of women across the world, and it'll have to be Ava DuVernay.
Okay.
At the moment.
At the moment. What's the one piece of advice that you'd like to give budding filmmakers out there?
Frankly speaking, I'm not the person they should be taking advice from. I have to say I have a lot of admiration for filmmakers, because now more so than ever, because 3 years ago when I started doing the festival, when you're doing the festival, you really realize what their struggle is.
Yeah.
And I cannot fathom, that level of passion where there's so many hurdles and people are just sticking to the fact that they want to make it, because it's heartbreaking. The kind of rejection, the kind of rigor, the kind of pain that they go through. So I would say that, guys, since you're anyways doing this, hats off to you, and stick your, just stick that path, and just keep doing what you do. And I'm hoping that, like Mami, there are many, many cultural institutions for film that sprout across India to support you.
Lovely. Now, I shouldn't be asking you this question because you've almost answered it, but what do you think makes you a boss lady?
I think what makes me a boss lady, I don't even know if I am that. Is
Yes, you are. We've decided it. We have put the
We
label.
have-
You are a boss lady. Okay.
I think it's because I think it's a quality I admire in other people, and I hope that I can always do that. I think I'm not afraid to get my hands dirty, and I think that is what I love, because
You're a team player.
I cannot be away from my team. I have to be involved in everything, and I think that's the way to kind
Don't
of
be so
quality
shy.
it.
You can gloat a little. It's allowed. Okay. And thank you very much for this very delightful session. I'm so glad that we spoke about things which now have a lot of weight, and I really hope that Mami is going to walk the talk, which you guys are already doing, and seriously try and set up a better work environment for women.
We're working
in the film
towards
industry. Now, before you go, we have a little goodie bag that we would like to give you.
I came only for that.
I know.
I'm just kidding.
So here's a little something from Longchamp
Thank you.
and something slightly large from Damilano.
Ooh, thank you.
And not to forget, आपकी त्वचा के लिए something very yummy and delicious from Just Herbs.
Oh my God.
So now you have to hold all your bags like this so that the next boss lady who comes will get the same gift.
You're so mad. Can I hold this now?
Thank you so much. And for all our viewers, thank you so much for tuning in and watching this very exciting chat with Smriti. We'll be back again with another boss lady very soon. Stay updated. Follow us on Instagram, on Twitter, and on Facebook. And remember to be a boss lady. Bye-bye.
Like, share, and comment.
Like, share, and comment. Thank you.